Hello guys, today we're going to talk about the episode Bring Me the Head of the Hulk. This one aired on January 9th, 1981. It's about 48-ish minutes long. It has 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb with about 90 issues or votes. It guest stars Sandy McPeak, who was in Kelly's Heroes, and it's directed by Bill Bixby, who plays David in this series. This is the only, I believe, the first and only episode of the series he directed, and it's actually a really good one. Basically what happens is there's a mercenary that has heard about the Hulk's exploits, and he decides he wants to take him down. And this is the few times in the series where he's like a legit villain. Like we see in the game, so we see his hideout, we see like his stick, and we see everything. It's just like, you see, why can't they do this more often? Why can't they have a more? He doesn't have to be over the top, a comic booky, but just like a solid, well executed villain. Now, I think why this episode may have not done as well is because I can see how the villain may be compared to the one in the snare, but the difference, there's actually a lot of difference between the two of them. Basically, in the snare, he was like a hunter, and he stumbled on Hulk by surprise. This guy, he's like a mercenary. He's a killer for hire, which is different, and he wants to catch the Hulk for the money, but also because, yeah, they are both hunters, but it never felt like they were just kind of doing the same episode. They do a lot different in this one and that one. So, and he tries to work with the National Register with Jack McGee, but Jack McGee didn't like that because he was like he was going to kill him, the Hulk, and Jack McGee didn't really want to kill him because he wants him alive. And yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic because Jack McGee doesn't want to kill the Hulk. And it's another Jack McGee episode too, which is cool because it's nice to see him, like, this character gets a tad more fleshed out in this one too because of the dynamic between him and the mercenary. And yeah, and David is kind of doing his thing, and then the mercenary infiltrates. And the thing about the mercenary is that he's smart. He has this whole plan on taking down the Hulk, like this really, really sneaky good plan. And it's just like, man, this guy, and what really makes the difference between him and the hunter guy from the snare. There's a lot of similarities, but I think the biggest differences between the two of them is that the hunter, he was like passion filled. He was like ready to hunt. The mercenary, he is more cold. He's more calculating. His goal of bringing the Hulk in, I think it's just cause it would be the ultimate prize, but I don't remember if there was like the money had an issue, a thing with the goal or not. I don't quite remember, but yeah, it's a really well executed villain. And yeah, good Hulk action as well. I mean, it's just a really solid episode, a great villain, and yeah, it's definitely a solid episode. I highly recommend watching it. Definitely a C. I wouldn't skip it for sure. And yeah, that's what to say. It's a really great episode. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and like the please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.